If we die in the ride, the dead that's in Christ will meet us in the sky. Gotta read from 9 to 5, the devil hide in the grass like a rolling line. Hold that, James 125. Don't forget the one I read and gotta hold inside. Whoa, when I be all up in them scripts, you know, them demons can't get in addition, no. Revelation 1 and 3, no. Yeah, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, no, I read. When I be going through my trials, no, I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is it, blessed is it, I read. When I be going through some things, you know, I read. When I be going through my trials, no, I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is it, blessed is it. Blessed is he, blessed is he, blessed is he that, blessed is he that, blessed is he that, blessed is he that, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he. Blessed is he that reads everything he sees, get eternal life. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're listening to
Dream Team. Manja bites in our area. Okay. 100 to my last day. Before I hit the streets, always gotta pray. Run up to the spot, on a block with the work non-stop. Make it hot all day, let it spray. Might be a one-way trip. Yeah. Me and my brothers at the strip. Warfare. Strapped up, came up out the whip. Then we marched to the spot, on the block, let it rip, let it rip. No fear, dog, get a grip, get a grip. Might be a one-way trip. Yeah. Strapped up, came up out the whip. Then we marched to the spot, on the block, let it rip, let it rip.
I don't need a mic, I need a reader. Deep the block leader. We gon' put it down, no line, no need to. Shout out to the teachers. 2-man can't bring an Easter. Call it what you want. You gon' feel the heat out of Peter. If a heretic approach, we gon' beat him. Let's fall in line. Chairs turn the heat up on the meter. Think it's nothing, you ain't running from the reaper. Your mama ain't either. Or big bone Sheila. Running behind a woman, he gon' turn your ass to cedar. Bang, bang with it, if you need it, we gon' feed you. Ain't nothing to get instruction from the leaders. Ready for a change? Bring it to the people. Brothers standing bold, purple gold with no equals. Hold the damn line, that's a sign of a Hebrew. Ain't worried about his life, ready to die for this kingdom. Believe him.
Might be a one-way trip. Yeah. Me and my brothers at the strip. Warfare. Strapped up, came up out the whip. Then we marched to the spot, on the block, let it rip, let it rip. No fear, dog, get a grip, get a grip. Might be a one-way trip. Yeah. Strapped up, came up out the whip. Then we marched to the spot, on the block, let it rip, let it rip. I miss a day, then I probably feel away. Rolling with the pack, so you know we on a way. Face like rocks, and the squad never play. And we got the block in a chokehold for the day. City gon' flood, cause we coming with the wave. Shout out to the elders.
Sheesh! My people going to war. We bringing out the fire. Those heathens we ignore. Cause we know that they're liars. I'm reading in the news. We reading in the news. They reading in the
Hello. Scott awkward quickly.
Right. I think we can start now.
Are we live?
Yes.
Is it live?
Yes, sir.
Shalom.
Let's see, Most High in Christ bless.
Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. Y'all let me know if we...
Yes, sir. Thumbs
Shalom, Israel, Most High in Christ bless.
Ooh, that
Shout
was a
out to the
hard
AB
start.
team. Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah,
Rough. Ooh, I was doing this the whole time.
right.
All right. Most High in Christ bless.
Sorry.
It's also Lemuel. Y'all are tuning in the scripts.
Reloaded.
Who I got on my right?
Officer Yakub.
Who I got on my left?
Officer Shema.
All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. We got the heavy hitters in here. We missing one heavy hitter.
Cap.
Cap.
Yeah.
Cap. He's
Man.
The hell is this?
He's down for a little bit, but Lord's will. We'll send the prayers up for him.
That's right.
He starts feeling better, you know. So I'm gonna stand in.
Right
Yes,
on.
sir.
I'm
Right
gonna do
on.
the best I can.
The
Big
champ
shoes
is
to fill.
here.
The champ is here.
Champ is here.
Right.
Big
All
shoes to
praises.
fill, but you know we're gonna make it work.
Yes,
We're gonna
sir.
make it work. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
We just gonna nix that whole beginning of the show. We're gonna act like that didn't even happen.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
Beginning of the show, it was perfect
It was,
as far as
yeah.
Yeah. No, it looked good. It looked good.
Yeah,
it looked good.
That's what I say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked good.
Yep. So all praise to the Most High. So Officer Yakub,
Yes, sir.
what we got today?
Today we are dealing with trusting and oppression and feigned boldness. Feigned boldness. The word feigned means false or fake. So fake boldness, because our enemies are rising up, still trying to show that they are God, that they are still all powerful. So their boldness is very false, very fake. And our security in it is us trusting in their oppression. And then we're also going to touch on a little bit of everything that's going on and how it ties into idolatry.
Okay.
Making them God by still believing in the things that they're saying rather than what the scriptures are telling us.
Right. All right.
There we go.
All right. Israel, I hope y'all ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to start off with, so everybody knows what's been going on with Nick Cannon. And not to beat a dead horse, but I want to start off, it was about 3 weeks ago, right, when everything kind of happened with him. It's been about 3 weeks. This is something that he actually released just before that. This is about a month old, and he had put it out, but it didn't get much notoriety. For some reason, all of a sudden, it's back in the media.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know where it's coming from.
Right.
But this is a poem that he did, and he did a video for it. And the poem, the spoken word that he's doing is "I Can't Breathe Again." So we're gonna start the show off with this, man.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out.
I can't.
Make sure we get some volume on that.
Because just like that first video that he had, the one with him and Professor Griff, that was an old video, but somehow it resurfaced.
Right.
Yeah, somehow it resurfaced.
Yeah. I think,
Yeah.
didn't they say they had filmed it maybe 2 months before they actually released it or something?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Run it.
Yeah, let's run it.
Again. God damn, I can't breathe. My voices have been quarantined. COVID-19, 60s to 1619. Jamestown choked me, sold me. Shackles hold me tightly by my neck, and I can't breathe again. 2020 ain't no fucking vision on your tail light vision of why I'm living like a prejudged villain. CNN, Fox News commentating and debating why I can't fucking breathe again. How many times do I have to say this? I'm taking the gloves off because racism is the main deadliness that's contagious. I just got diagnosed and received a degree in criminology, but fuck your education. I don't want to learn shit from a nation that's racist. The definition of policing, overseeing property. I can't understand how the white man never understood how to handle the human properly. Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the noble Jew Ali spoke constantly, consciously, and cautiously about this ungodly prophecy. And you still worried about your prophecy? Amazon deliveries, handouts, hands up, don't shoot, but now your knees are on my neck stopping me from occupying oxygen that God obviously brought for me, for I am his offspring, his true seed. Motherfucker, get off of me, please. I can't breathe. Please, somebody call the police on the police, cause I can't breathe again. And everything hurts. Your words, your knees, your nerve. Your white wife who had the nerve to say she was frightened by black life while my face is on the fucking curb. I ain't scared of no fucking virus. This mask is for a riot. I can't breathe, and the media telling me to keep quiet, suffocating me into silence. The devil's greatest trick, convincing the world that we were the ones who were violent. Nah, they the ones deficient. Insufficient comprehension of their barbaric existence. Y'all worried about this pandemic when our grandparents still trying to recover from when you gave them syphilis. Because in our blood, we scared of the white cells attacking our immunity. The system, defective, infected. So who has the disease, you or me? Because I'm at a dis-ease, disadvantage, dismantle, disability of your white knees killing me. Been on our neck for centuries. Knees or trees, either way you still lynching me. And what did we ever do to you? Except for build and make America great initially. Fuck again, cause I can't breathe. Potentially you missing me, clearly not listening. Intentionally, we are a people of peace. But like Pac said, I ain't no killer, but your policies are pushing me further from the legislation, jumping off the education. While your skinheads, the damnation, and your clandestine rhetoric will forever be evident. Fuck the elite in the top 3%, I'm heaven sent. I was born Asiatic, and you made me asthmatic. So fuck your vaccines and masks. You gon' worry about these hands tomorrow, cause you can't sanitize the past. You may have took my last breath, but you'll never colonize my spirit. Standing there watching while I die. I can't breathe, and you still can't hear it.
That was tough.
Man, that was heavy. Damn. That was heavy. Give it up for Nick Cannon.
Right.
MC Nick Cannon.
Right.
The
His lyrics and his songs wasn't that tight.
right.
No, hell
right.
no. I mean, this is well, at least at this time, revolutionary Nick. This wasn't
Right.
This wasn't a Nickelodeon Nick.
There you go.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, officer? I hope that wasn't no fad with Nick. You know what I'm saying? He see all this stuff on Facebook. He see us going around Facebook pushing this truth. When he traveled the world, he see us on every corner. I hope it just wasn't a phase he was going through. I hope he was sincere with this change. You know what I mean? Learning his history.
Right.
Well, I think he was sincere.
Yeah.
Trying
I
to
got you.
choose
I'm with
my
you.
words.
It's
I think he was sincere, and I think he is sincere now. However, I think once they started playing with his money,
Right.
and that's why you hear, Bishop and a deacon say, decrease your expenses. You don't need to live in a 20-room crib and it's just you and your wife or you and two kids or whatever.
Right.
You do that and you don't got to worry about if they pull the plug on my shows or whatever.
Right.
Because I got more than enough to survive.
Gotcha.
I just want to be like my forefather Moses, who left everything
Right.
for the sake of his people. Where's that? Acts. Oh God.
Acts.
While I'm thinking about it, it said the affliction of his people. He'd rather.
Acts 7.
Yeah.
It's
was
Acts 7.
Chapter 7.
Just real quick, because this is the mindset that our forefather Moses had.
Yeah, saying he'd rather
That was
suffer.
Stephen bringing that out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Moses rather suffer with his people.
Yeah, go to Acts chapter 7, verse 24.
Yeah,
So start at verse 23.
The book of Acts, chapter 7 and verse 23. And when he was full 40 years old.
So Moses was an older brother. He was an aged man, 40 years old. Come on.
It came into his heart to visit his brethren, the children of Israel.
That's why I said this is not Nickelodeon Nick. This brother is up in age. I don't know how old he is, but I know he's upwards in age.
Yeah, he's
If we
right
can
about
pull
40.
Just real quick, just see how old he is, how old Nick Cannon is, just real quick. But this is not Nick Cannon Nick. So yeah, he has gone through a transformation, so to speak, right? Just like our forefather Moses did. At 40 years old, he said he went to go visit his brothers. He went to go visit his people. He'd been in the high rise. He'd been in the mansion. He'd been had the money, right? He lived that life, right? Go ahead.
And seeing one of them suffer wrong, he defended him and avenged him that was oppressed and smote the Egyptian.
So he saw the sufferings of his people. So he came down out the big house. He came down out off the out the high rise or whatever. So 39 years old. 39 years old. Right? Close to
40.
Close to 40. He'll be 40 in October. Jump down to where it says Oh, it's where it says suffer affliction.
Right, right.
Here, let me look it up. Y'all say something. Hold on, I'm fine.
I got it. Hebrews 11.
Is that it?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I think
Hebrews
it's it.
11.
Hebrews 11.
Acts was good, but Hebrews
Yes,
11
sir.
and 25.
Yes, sir. The book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 20. Want me to start at 24?
24.
Yeah, you can start at 24.
Verse 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter.
So at 40 years old, he went through a transformation.
Right.
Go ahead.
Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God.
So now here's the difference. When the Most High is dealing with you, when you come to true repentance and true change under God's laws, it says you choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God. Come on.
than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
And that be the issue.
Right.
It's like, yeah, but that whole pleasure thing.
Pleasure thing.
Right.
Yeah, I see y'all suffering, but that pleasure though.
Right. Right.
Or the money. I like the checks
the
coming
pleasure.
in. I
That's
like
the
the,
pleasure.
whatever.
Right.
Right.
It may not necessarily be you going to the strip clubs every week or whatever. I don't know
Right.
what this brother do. But like I said, I think he did still do think obviously he understands the plight of his people. But that money,
Yeah.
that green talk, money
Right.
talk.
Hey, let me give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Is that the one? Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. It's the because it's dealing
Surely
with
oppression.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
So in the oppression, and not talking about his finances, obviously, but the oppression of our people, the things that our people are going through right now, should make a wise man angry.
Right.
And we saw Nick Cannon get upset, which shows that there was some level of wisdom inside of him because he's upset with what he's seeing happening to his people.
Right.
But what?
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
But a gift destroys the mind, meaning they come to you and begin to pull your ads. They begin to pull your shows, and then they discuss with you that, hey, you can have this, and we'll kick in a little extra, but you got to shut that Hebrew stuff down.
Right.
You got to shut down that, they're the fake Jews and y'all are the real. You got to shut that down. We'll give you your show. We'll let you keep a couple of the shows.
Right.
And we'll put you on some stuff later on after you reel a couple of them back in.
Right.
But a gift will always destroy the heart, meaning a bribe is going to destroy the heart after we're upset. And that's what we see often with our people.
Because that money they give it, trust and believe. That money that they giving him, when they gave him his money back, his shows back, whatever they gave him back, it's a drop in the bucket compared to what they would lose if he continues to spread the truth that we're the children of Israel. We must keep the commandments. We must remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right.
Like there's a lot of things that they know, okay, literally our empire is in jeopardy if this brother goes out with his audience spreading this truth.
Right. With all his followers on his social media.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So they like, give him his 60 million, 100 million, because we ain't trying to lose our billions and trillions.
Right. Right. Absolutely. All right. So let's come out of this because let's see where it went with Nick. And
But
again,
when he put those lyrics together, man, that was pretty nice.
Yeah, that was
I thought
bad.
that was
I like
nice.
it.
Yeah.
I like
That
it. I like
seemed
it.
like he had it was sincere about that.
Yeah.
But now they finna take it all away from him.
He might have had a ghostwriter on poetry.
Ain't no telling.
So this is what happened after this. So the video was a month ago. Yeah, this was, what's the date on this?
5 days ago, right?
5 days
July
ago?
the 23rd.
Yep,
Yeah.
5 days ago.
5 days ago, Nick Cannon now is screaming, teach me, fix me. Nick Cannon opens up to Rabbi. So,
You know we don't call him rabbi, right? You know we don't call him that.
hey, you know what? Thank you. Right.
Crazy.
The word rabbi means master, and we don't call nobody but our Lord and Savior our master. We don't call him rabbi.
Christ said that.
Yeah.
That's right.
So he opened up to rabbit food and asked them to teach him and fix him rather than call. So he's castrated. Y'all know that, right? Like
It's kind of painful.
What the hell is this?
Because I'm Mr. Nice Guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Here's my thing. I wonder, and this is just me being optimistic. I wonder, is he just playing along? Like, is he just kind of, you know what? Let me just, I don't know.
To dig in further, you mean?
Yeah, just to kind of like understanding. Yeah, okay. He don't want to lose everything, whatever the case is.
So he got to play the game.
He got to play the game. Like, is he just playing the game?
I would
Is
hope
it a
so.
possibility?
I would hope. Yeah, it's a possibility.
Or you think he just went so far left?
Well, you know what, officers? They can't move the way we move. They got so much at stake. Not only his household, but he got employees up under him. So for the better good of, the rest of the people, he might have to take this L.
Take the L.
So maybe I'm like you. I'm optimistic. Maybe he's just playing the game.
That's my hope. He still understands who he is. He understands with the children of his, like, he hasn't lost that understanding.
Right.
But like you said, you actually make an excellent point that, he don't just got his mouth to feed. He got hundreds of mouths. I ain't talking about that wilding out SH. That's
got
businesses. That garbage in the trash. I'm talking about, the other businesses. I know he got restaurants and other investments and stuff like that. So I just wonder.
Yeah.
Right.
Is he just playing the game? Just go along to get along for now because I know the end is soon to come.
Right.
Yeah, I just wonder. Anyway.
Okay, good though. That's a good.
Because they pressing him. Give me Michael 2 and 2. Was it a video on that, officer? Or just
no? Yeah, we were going to end up reading through it just a little bit.
Okay, let's read through it. Then I will get back to that Michael 2 and 2.
Yeah, I got Micah for you here.
Yeah, let's bring it on out.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 2. Bring it out. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house.
So they oppress Nick and his money. You know what I mean? That's going to hurt their brother from paying his light bill.
Right.
You understand that?
Right.
To even running his companies. They can blackball you in Hollywood. It's been done before. Right.
Even a man and his heritage.
So now they telling him that he ain't no Israelite. Come and sit down. You know what I mean? Not Nick, like, teach me, feed me. You know what I mean? Whatever he's saying. I learned, I err in my ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He going to them like they are the real Jews and we're not. That's the only part that it kind of makes me cringe a little bit.
Yeah.
The teach me, fix me, because reading down through the article, some of the stuff that he said is what made it like, okay, yeah, he's slipped a little bit further. He's stepped all the way back. But I mean, the possibility is there that the brother could be playing the game. Because he came hard. But reading this, I was just like, Nick.
But the thing is, too, with that, surely you had to have known going into a conversation like that with Griff. You had to have known going into that there was going to be some sort of uproar or some sort of repercussions for even having that conversation. So that's why I say so
you think it was a chess move?
I wonder.
Yeah.
Because remember what Christ said in Matthew 10. He said, I'll read it real quick. He said, Matthew 10 and 16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So we do that on a small scale. We go to work and, we don't go through, well, if you do, that's on you. But generally speaking, using wisdom and using Christ's words, we don't go through talking about, I'm the children of Israel, you're a heathen, you're the devil.
I
don't do that. We don't go through doing that. Right. We go through, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm going to church. Yeah, but I go to church on Sunday. It's real surface level. Real general.
Right.
I just wonder if that's, if I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe he'll full.
I would keep hope alive.
I just want to keep hope alive. Right?
Keep hope alive.
Yeah. Keep hope alive.
I pray for my brother Nick that he, that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? Because as we're gonna see further in the show, that Ice Cube can work his way through this thing. It's a certain way that we have to move on this earth.
Right. True.
So that's what it is.
Yeah, because Ice Cube did good with that thing. Let me see if I can get this to open on the phone, man, so I can read through this thing. I forgot my glasses again, Israel. So, Cap,
The hell is
I forgot
this?
my glasses again.
I mean, when you 83 years old, man, that sight
Ah,
ages.
man.
The sight don't be popping like it used to.
Brother look good for 83.
Oh,
Praises.
praises.
83 years old. Y'all cool, bro. You
Yeah.
all right. Brother's 83.
So Nick Cannon says, "Teach me, fix me." Nick Cannon opens up to Rabbit. The first picture is SWC officials continue dialogue with actor, comedian, rapper, and TV host Nick Cannon during a visit to Simon Wiesenthal.
Weaselthal.
Yeah, Wiesenthal and Must of Tolerance. Pictured looking at the Hitler letter. Seated Nick Cannon and SWC's Rabbit Marvin here standing. Rabbit Abraham Cooper and
The hell
Richard
is this?
Trank. Rabbit.
Yeah, call him Rabbit.
Yeah, Rabbit.
Yeah.
In a nearly 2-hour discussion with Rabbit Abraham Cooper of the Simon Wiesenthal Center, published on YouTube Tuesday, Cannon traversed several topics. He apologized again for making anti-Semitic comments on his online show, spoke about his study of multiple religions and his religious father, and exchanged philosophies of forgiveness and evil with Cooper. Why?
Spoke about his study of multiple religions and his religious father and exchange philosophies of forgiveness and evil with Cooper.
Right.
Yeah, stuff like that just makes me
Yeah.
gag and sick to my freaking stomach.
Well, as we saw in the video, right? Did you notice all the stuff that he's in trouble for was the true heavy stuff. Yet in his video, he spoke about Farrakhan, Noble Drew Ali, right? He mentioned nothing about Israel or Hebrews, and then at the end of the video said that we were the original Asiatics, but they made us asthmatics.
Okay.
So when he's saying here that he studied multiple religions and then his father was a pastor or a preacher,
Right.
you know, he had Christianity and then he has Islam on the brain, and he which is what Christianity allows you to do, right?
Right, exactly.
You know, so
But none of that
he didn't
caused
get
him his
trouble for
trouble.
none of-
Yeah,
Nah.
none of that caused him his trouble. Is when he said he was an Israelite
Right.
and we was the real Hebrew.
Right.
That's what caused all
That's
his
what
trouble.
caused trouble. Right.
Yeah, that's where the problem come in.
Right. I didn't do this to, let's show the world we can work together. I did this from a place of sincerity, Cannon said in the talk, which makes up the latest edition of his show, Cannon's Class. During the spirited discussion, Cannon said that he is going to visit Jerusalem at some point and hinted that he is studying the Torah daily. He also said he has read Bari Weiss's recent book, How to Fight Anti-Semitism. Nick, you're Semitic, bro. If you're watching, you're actually Semitic, Nick. That's right. I am asking to be corrected from your community. Give me books. Teach me. I am an empty vessel, an empty, broken vessel, he said. Teach me. Fix me. Lead me.
Hey, hold that, officer. Hold that for a minute. Hold that for a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Come on, Nick. Come on now, dog. Give me Job 8 and 8. Because he asking the wrong people for the questions.
Right.
These not your fathers, Nick.
Right.
Amalek, that's your enemy, bro. That's right. You know, and Nick, deep down somewhere in his heart, he knows this. But I'm on officer side. He got to play the game. I'm gonna keep it like that.
All praise.
But just in case he ain't, I'm gonna remind him of this.
Right.
Read what you got at 8 and 9.
The book of Job, chapter 8 and verse 8 and 9?
Yeah.
And verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
So you're supposed to go to an Israelite, a person who knows he's an Israelite, to teach you about the history of the Israelites that you will find here in the Israelites' constitution, which is the Bible.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right. For we are but of yesterday.
We are but of yesterday.
And know nothing.
We don't know nothing. So we got to search our fathers for the answers. Why come we went to slavery, Pops? What happened to our forefathers?
Right.
Who was King David? Why come it says, Solomon, I'm black? So that means Solomon was just like us?
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? We got to ask questions like that. Read on.
and know nothing.
We know nothing without our history. Read. Go ahead.
Because our days upon earth are a shadow.
Because it goes quick. These days are going quick. And I know brothers that pray every day asking the Most High to speed up the time.
Yes.
Because we want this kingdom back.
Right.
So it's time for our people to get right. Read on. Oh, that's it. That's it, officer.
You don't want verse 10?
We'll bring it out.
Shall not they teach thee and tell thee and utter words out of their heart?
And that's what's going on now. What's happening now, we sit up on this platform trying to teach our people who don't know their history about our fathers. That's our history is in this Bible. But Nick, you're not going to get it for Amalek. You're not going to get it for the so-called Jewish people because they do not know. They lie. They've been lying this whole time, Nick, and they're going to keep on lying.
Right.
Here's the contradiction in that statement and the confusion in that statement. So I'm reading the top part where it says, during the spiritual discussion, Canaan said that he's going to visit Jerusalem at some point and hinted that he is studying the Torah daily, right? The Torah is the first 5 books of Moses.
Right.
When you read the first 5 books of Moses, who was it written by?
Moses.
And what nation was Moses?
Israel.
He was an Israelite.
That's right.
So Moses wasn't going around teaching heathens Israelite history, Israelite customs, Israelite laws. Can we read Deuteronomy 1:1 real quick?
Bring it out.
Just so we know who Moses was even speaking to, just dealing with the Torah alone.
Right.
That's not even the rest of the scriptures. We just dealing in the first 5 books.
Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy 1:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
That didn't say all nations. So it was not the children of Israel being taught the laws from some heathen.
Right.
So, Nick, if you playing the game, cool, do what you do, whatever. But for anybody else that may be stuck in the brainstem or confused, you cannot learn your history from people outside of your nation. You must learn your history from your people. You must learn your customs, your laws, your heritage, and your traditions from your people, just like our forefather Moses did in the wilderness.
Right. Hey, that's it. Hey, something interesting in saying that, because these scriptures are written, right? And we think about the heathens. In a discussion that we were having about, some things, some insider stuff like from Hamites, right? They're, Hamitic Africans, Semitic, Africans, so forth. But there's a lot of Cushites, Ethiopians, that come into my place of business. Yeah, they come into my place of business, and we have discussions. And one of the things that I have found is that most Ethiopian men, if I ask them about their history, I just met one a few days ago who was 17 years old, and he can name his grandfathers as far back as 8 generations.
Wow, man.
The furthest one that I've ever met said that he knew his grandfathers 24 generations back.
Wow.
He could name all 24 of his grandfathers before his daddy.
That's that Job and 8 and 8 come to life.
Right. So the heathens are focused on their history while we lost our heritage and don't even care to gain it back. Don't even care to gain it back. Yeah.
It's heavy. Wow.
So, yes, sir.
Man, matter of fact, go to Isaiah 1 and 3. Isaiah 1 and 3.
Yes, sir.
Go to that one. Let's bring that out.
Yes, sir. The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
That's the Most High comparing us to a strong, dumb animal, and he's comparing us to a jackass. So he calling us asses.
Right.
Why? Because we don't even consider to go back and even inquire about our forefathers.
Right.
When officer just said the Ethiopian 17-year-old a boy said he knows his family 24 generations.
Right.
But our people so well, I put it like this. We was brought to slavery and our heritage got took from us. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to blame it on our ignorance because we broke God's laws and this thing did come to pass. It was a prophecy that it would happen to us.
Right.
But it only proves more or less that the Ethiopians are not the Israelites.
Right.
But it proves more so that we are the dumb ox and the dumb ass. And we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right. It does.
No wonder.
That's right.
It's a sign for us to know who we are. Yep.
And it brings a lot out. If he's reading the Torah daily, you telling me he ain't got to Deuteronomy 28 yet?
Right. You ain't got to verse 68 yet.
Right. You ain't got to
verse 40. Come on.
Right.
What about them ships? What about
What
them
about the
ships?
ships?
Yeah.
Because I know that's what I had read Deuteronomy 28 before, but when my brother, and this is 8-9 years ago, when he actually said, that slavery was in the Bible, and then when he took me to verse 68,
Right.
That was that kicker.
that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
The bomb went off in my head. I was like, oh shoot,
Ain't been the same since.
Ain't been the same since.
All praise.
Ain't been the same since. All praise to the Most High.
Yep. All praises. So this is what's going on with the brother Nick Cannon. Let's go out of this because now we want to see another person who right before Nick Cannon
Hey,
was.
but hold up, officer. Hold up, though, before you go.
All right.
Man, you do sound weak talking about teach me, fix me.
Bro.
That sounds too weak.
Yeah, it's like if he playing the game, bro, don't play it that good.
Going too hard.
Don't play it that
Ease
good.
up a little bit.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's
You
heavy.
toe the line, but goddamn,
Yeah.
bro, you need to back that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Back the train up a little
Tone
bit.
it down a little bit.
Just a little bit.
like,
Just
bruh.
a little bit.
Yeah. What did Paul say? Ye scare me.
Right. You scaring me, Nick. Hold up, man.
Yeah.
Say, man.
But so there was another famous rapper before him that was, that they brought forward saying that he was anti-Semitic and speaking out. He stood his ground, though. Ice Cube. Ice Cube has stood his ground, but this is a different response. And let's pay attention. We got two portions of it that we're gonna listen to real quick out of this. We're gonna start at 1:30, I think.
Why there are such tensions with police? Well, we get to find out right now because Ice Cube is here, of NWA and several hit movies and solo albums and a documentary and a clothing line, and you're making waves right now launching a specific policy proposal for justice and police reform, a contract for Black America. Ice Cube, thanks for coming on the beat.
Yo, what's up, Ari? How you doing?
What's up? I'm okay. Thanks for asking. I got a lot to get to with you, but let's start with your new thing. You're pushing this policy contract, and it's big. It's not just about police. Why?
Well, I think we need a broad change. Getting these little changes. If you change police reform, which is good, you'll have abuses in the judicial system. You'll have abuses in the prison system. So you have to try to change them all across the board if you can, and try to have a broad thing to happen and not just little things that will, make racism pop out in other ways. So this is something that's, it's a growing document. I'm trying to perfect it. We want to get the best minds and people and people who really do this. I'm not a legislator, so people that really do this, we want them to jump in and see if we can do something big.
All right. So in this, it seems like Ice Cube is maybe somewhere behind the scenes, is being coached into some stuff, because now he's talking about policies. Let's not just fix the police. There's a number of things that need to be fixed with the community. And of course, again, not being on the inside, he's not speaking about the moral issue that we have in the community, which is what we teach on, right? The moral issue, the things that we deal with that we're lacking according to this Bible, right? Policing, switching that, changing some financial stuff. But it's going to boil down to these laws, statutes, and commandments. So he's not saying that. But in this video, when you watch it, he's saying some things that if you keying in, that it makes you think that somebody's in the background, coaching him and kind of pulling some strings with him.
Lord's will. All praise if they are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think just kind of for me, first telltale sign is beard.
Right.
Beard. That ain't a Rona beard. That ain't just because he in the crib and ain't got nothing else to do.
Right.
I think that's I'm Israel. I know what it is. Right. I know what we're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
And I think Nick, he may be Benjamin or Levi, I'm not sure, but I know for sure
That's
Ice
Judas.
Cube is Judas.
That's Judas.
Ice Cube is Judas.
That's
Just by the way he talking,
Right.
you know, the power in his voice.
Right.
I like what the sister, you know, shout out to Benjamin and Levi. I know I'm gonna get cussed out later. That's all right. I like what the sister Ann A said on YouTube. She said, even going back to Nick, you know, but ties into this too. Even I think it probably means even if his damage control, the apology pushed a fearful and cowardice spirit and not a revolutionary spirit. So I think that's the contrast that you have between the two brothers, where you have one that, you know, said what he said what he said, and then did damn near 180 on that stance.
Right. Yeah.
Then you have Mr. Cube, and, you know, having a level of wisdom in his speech,
Right.
but he ain't backing down from SH.
Yes. Yeah.
At all.
And it don't sound like it don't sound like it whatsoever.
He ain't apologized.
Right.
So yeah, he ain't apologizing for SH.
Nah.
He
Right.
said, no, that ain't what I meant. What I meant was the, you know, whatever the case is.
Right.
But it ain't no, oh, I'm sorry, teach me all that.
Yeah.
No, it ain't none of
Because
that.
He ain't say that.
Cube can get on a big media, CNN or MSNBC or Fox, you know what I'm saying, and he can talk with them. So just imagine if we had Bishop in Cube earpiece, you know what I mean, with those questions,
right,
bringing that thing out.
Right.
Well, wouldn't that be something else?
Right.
Because they ain't gonna give us no run on that with the Bible. They ain't gonna let us get up there.
No, not at all. And what's crazy though is it's a far cry from those, you know, from earlier days. When you look at like Muhammad Ali, when you watch some of those old videos, again, you know, we're not pushing what he was pushing doctrine wise, Nation of Islam, but he as an athlete was able to get on these TV shows, you know what I mean, and articulate what was going on in the black community, what we felt, and unapologetically
no doubt
say,
about it.
look,
No doubt about it. That's Bishop. That's Captain.
Yeah, right.
That's IUIC.
Right.
Unapologetic.
Yes.
Because we stand on the truth.
Right. Stand on the truth. Absolutely.
We bring you what the Bible says.
Yes.
If any man speak, let him speak the oracles of God.
oracles of
and that's
God.
what we do.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go to the next timestamp for this.
Chance to address this controversy around you as well. As you know, we'll show one of the headlines that was reporting or alleging that you've been sharing, quote, anti-Semitic images or theories. We could show one example of one that went up that people did take that way. I wanted to give you the chance to address that. What do you say to people who look at things like this and think that while you're calling for civil rights, that allegedly you're also sharing this kind of material?
Well, rewind that back, because what the reporter just said was real crafty in the way that he said it, right? Let it play.
Controversy around you as well. As you know, we'll show one of the headlines that was reporting or alleging that you've been sharing, quote, anti-Semitic images or theories. We could show one example of one that went up that people did take that way. I wanted to give you the chance to address that. What do you say to people who look at things like this and think that while you're calling for civil rights, that allegedly you're also sharing this kind of material?
All right, stop it right there. How can he say that people are upset that while you're pushing for civil rights, you're willing to go out and speak anti-Semitism? How do you blend it like, well, if you push for civil rights, if you're pushing for rights for your people, how do you then reject the Jews or the Jewish man? You can't make it without the Jewish man. So you can't talk.
That's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
That's what he said without saying.
Right.
Yep.
You can't make it without the Jewish man. You need us, Cube. You can't do that.
So you can't be going around posting stuff like this,
Right.
Cube. If you want your civil rights.
Right.
Like, Cube, we like you and all, but listen, Cube, you gotta tone it down.
You gotta tone it down.
Right.
The hell is this?
They love a toned down black man in a three-piece.
Love
suit.
it.
They good with
Man.
that.
Love it.
Good with that.
Yeah, let it play.
Well, you know, I looked at that picture, and the picture, you know, pains me just as much as it pains the Jewish community. You know, I've seen real pictures of people who are used as furniture. You know, I have an example here.
Watch this.
Of people who are being used as furniture.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Pause it,
Bring it
pause it,
out.
pause it.
Bring it
Listen,
out.
so there are very few black men that will bring it out like this, not live, but on national television like this. Very few. Imagine if, along with this, you had pictures that came out of the book without sanctuary or without
a sanctuary.
Without sanctuary, I think. Without sanctuary, or the pictures of
talking about the
Leopold.
Russian icons or something like
Oh
that.
the hands chopped off.
Yeah, in Congo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Leopold.
Leopold.
Yeah,
Leopold.
Leopold.
Imagine,
For the rubber.
listen,
Yes.
for him to do something like this on national television like this, this is on the verge of revolutionary talk and revolutionary actions. And when I say on the verge of, because once you go full force, keeping God's commandments, repentance, that's when it's true revolutionary change.
Yes.
But Cube is there.
Yes. Yeah,
Cube is there.
Always
When I
been
saw
there,
him
in my
do this,
opinion.
because I only saw like the first 5 or 6 minutes, I didn't see this.
Yes.
Right.
But when I saw this, I was like, this brother is there.
That's
Right.
it. That's it. And you know what, officer? That's what we want. Because what Cube is doing, he's matching them tit for that. Okay, y'all want to bring this out? Okay, well, I got this.
Right.
What else y'all got? Because I got a little more.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We going to show you without showing you who are the real Jews.
Yep.
Yes.
So y'all mad about this picture, this cartoon,
Right.
But what about this picture of
Actual.
of
Right,
actual,
right,
yeah, of an
right.
actual child being sat on by a grown ass
Yes,
man?
right.
Bring
As
it out.
furniture.
You're mad about that picture, but what if? And then he starts scrolling. Y'all gonna see? I don't want to get all.
I'm
getting
Let
excited.
it play. We
Go
can
ahead.
talk about it. Let it play.
Run it.
You can see that, but he's actually
I can
sitting
kinda
on
make
a
it out,
black
yeah.
kid. And I have another one of these images here are the images that haunt me at night. So pictures painful for other people for other reasons. I didn't know the history of that picture when I put it up. I just saw the people at the bottom, and it really pained me. And I understand that now it's supposed to be a caricature of other communities, but in my eyes, I see a bunch of rich guys sitting around the table, and the table was made of black people, and it just pained me, and I posted the images. But the images were
clear-
not meant. Yes.
Well, I was going to ask you, to be clear, because this is swirling around this, you don't look at it as you intended to say something about a particular religion. And for people, I'll count myself, and I'm an Ice Cube fan. For people who are thinking, wait, is he trying to say something about Jews? Your response is what?
Not at all. I'm just saying something about, there's a rich power structure and there's poor people at the bottom. Now, if I would have drew the picture.
Pause.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, officer. Go ahead.
So-
I'm warm and fuzzy right now,
Hit-
bro.
I don't know the anchor's name or what,
Yeah.
but so completely deflecting from the issue that Cube is really addressing, which is a nation of people that is oppressed by another people. We don't have to guess and wonder at who the oppressed is and who the oppressor is. You don't got to look very far. And I know this anchor's very well educated, I'm sure.
Yes.
And I know he got a clue. But for the sake of television, for the sake of ratings, for the sake of sponsors or whatever, he's got to be political about it, whatever, politically correct or whatever. I don't know, and I don't recall what Q's actual tweet was. Did it say anything specifically about Jewish people?
No. That was the whole issue. He put the picture up like there might have been a statement. No, they actually made a statement about the one guy in the picture with the beard. But he, like Deshaun Jackson, just posted it, didn't say anything, and they took out of their emotions, what they wanted to attack because they know what the picture signified.
And that's the thing. I know what this means. If he posts this out to his 1 million plus or 2 million, however many followers he got, do you know what the hell kind of anarchy could come out of this?
Oh yeah.
Okay, hit him, boom, hit him with the anti-Semitic tag. Let's go, y'all know what to do.
Let's hit him. Because there's too many celebrities and athletes and stars coming out with this kind of rhetoric, so to speak. So now they thinking about Deshaun Jackson. They thinking about Nick Cannon. Now here come Q. Now this too many people, so they gonna mix them all up together.
Yes.
So when they see any kind of increment of somebody waking up that's popular persuasion, right? They're gonna try to shut them down.
Right.
So come on, Q. We need to sit down and have a talk.
Right.
Because I hope you're not listening to those guys on the corner.
Right.
Those guys in the purple, they're ignorant. They don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
We're gonna fix you.
But you notice, though, he used a very choice word. He said, I saw what looked like a bunch of rich guys
Right on.
who were on the back of some poor people.
Right. Calling them Amalek without calling them Amalek.
Right. He said they on the backs of some poor people.
Because we all know who owns the media, who owns the banks.
Right.
We all know.
Yes.
It's no need to even just put words out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can do it like Cube doing it. Wise as a serpent and humble as a dove.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's the way you have to roll in this world.
So let me get Job. Bring this out, officer. You got this. Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Amalek, so-called Jewish people, they own the whole world. And that's probably one of the reasons that guy in Germany probably wanted to get rid of some of them folks.
Right.
Because they probably tried to take over his by banking. Because when you control the money, as you can see, money is power. And they have power. We don't have any power. Keep reading.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
That's what they doing right now with Nick Cannon, Ice Cube, Deshaun Jackson, all the Israelites. They covering our faces saying, we're not the Jews, and they are.
Right.
It's a lie.
That's right.
They covering the faces of the real judges of the earth.
That's right.
That's us, you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. You can see this Bible is a true book.
Yes.
Man, so we need to study and get back in his word.
Yes. Yes.
Is that it on that?
If not, where and who is
So
he?
if we ain't the Jews, you tell me who we are.
Right.
You tell me.
Right.
Because we the ones that went to slavery on slave ships.
Yeah.
Our sons and daughters was given it to another people.
That's
we
right.
got to go to Amalek for the one of all things.
That's right.
We don't own no banks. Well, we probably own a couple of them, but we don't really own them.
Right.
You know what I mean? They own everything.
A bunch of rich guys sitting at the table on the back of some poor people.
Man, Q probably been studying, man.
I know he has.
Yeah.
I know he has.
kept saying, it pained me.
Mm.
It pained
I
me
like
as
when he
much as
said
it
that.
pained them
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they saw it.
Bill, I know you can relate to the same pain you feel it. I'm feeling the same pain.
Right.
You know, that with just the way he was talking reminds me how Paul used to deal, man.
Yes.
When he was dealing with Felix.
Yes, Felix.
Agrippa.
Yeah,
And
Felix and Agrippa.
Felix,
Yeah.
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 That just remind me of
man.
that. Go to Sirach chapter 13, verse 23.
Yes, sir. 13 and 23.
Sirach chapter 13, verse 23.
The book of Sirach, chapter 13 and verse 23. When a rich man speaketh.
So when you got rich men like I said Paul, like what's the Q, and like what's the other dude's name?
Nick.
Nick Cannon. Go ahead.
When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith.
You got everybody that's stopping in their tracks to hear what these men are saying.
Exactly.
So you had a lot of black people that were looking at this interview to see, what Q finna bring out. Right. Because he's got more money, more power. Right. Go ahead.
They extol it to the clouds.
And guess what? They grab on to every word that rich men say. When we out on the streets, we broke as hell just like the next Joe Schmo. So they're not extolling our words to the cloud, to the clouds. But when rich men speak, we take on every word, and we so Q said something about he looked at these showed these pictures.
Right.
Let me go see. That's what they do with rich. Go ahead with the rich.
But If the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this?
That's why the Most High is using the rich of our people, certain of them, and is playing chess with them because he knows what level of influence that they have on our people.
Right. Exactly.
So one word, one message, the Most High even used Nick, even though he
flipped,
flip flopping and he
It's
doing
all- he
all
put
this
it out
and
there, though.
shaking and all that. But even with that, the Most High is using him, and this whole thing is a chess game. He used Nick. He's using Cube as pawns. I don't know all the pieces, but pawns and kings or whatever on a chessboard, man.
Right.
So when this thing is over, it's like, oh shoot, what Cube said, what that rich man said. We're the children of Israel.
Right.
We got to bethink ourselves. Remember who we are in the land of our captivity.
Right.
But that was it.
All praises for that.
All praises. All right, let it play.
I would have put all kind of nationalities at the table because I believe.
Wait. He said, I would have put all kind of nationalities at the table. Psalms 83. The tabernacles of Edom and Ishmael and Moab and Hagarim.
So there would have been multiple nations up top. There would have been black people. There would have been Hispanics. There would have been Native Americans at the bottom.
Yes.
Most of you in Cuba, y'all ain't following, but we follow.
Right. Let it play.
Structure, and there's poor people at the bottom. Now, if I would have drew the picture, I would have put all kind of nationalities at the table because I believe, there's rich people all over the world taking advantage of poor people. So, I didn't see any, when I saw the picture, any images that made me think, okay, these are supposed to be Jewish men sitting around the table. That never occurred to me. What occurred to me was that, it was pretty much a rich, poor thing. And so I understand, people are very, I guess emotional about art. And it's really, I would just say art is really in the eye of the beholder. And two people can look at the same picture and get two different things out of it. Right. And I just hope people understand, because I believe, Ari, just to let me finish, that I'm getting caught in a wake of other celebrities. And if you just look at me as an individual, you will see that I'm far from anti-Semitic.
Right. Well, look, I wanted to let you address that. On the policing matter, it's fascinating. I wanted to get you on this. We've actually been reporting on this for some time.
We can let that go. We can let that go. So just listening to it, the language, he saw a bunch of rich people. If he had painted the picture, it would have been a bunch of,
all the nations.
Yeah, a bunch of different nations.
All the nations, right.
And then he just saw that, and then some poor people on the bottom.
People on the bottom.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
The black, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Go out of this real quick. We're going to go somewhere else. Go out of that. Go down to the clip of Ali. Go down to the clip of Ali. Yeah. There we go.
Muhammad, what do you do?
And start at 2 minutes on this one. And we're going to give it just a little bit because he's going to say some particular things. This is how they used to speak when the men, from our community, they understood, they had a connection to the community. So they actually would speak for the community. Now, like Malcolm X said, with us, you give us athletes and singers and actors. Right. What other community of people do you go to that they say these are their leaders?
Right.
These aren't leaders. These are puppets.
Exactly.
But at this time, a lot of these guys could get on TV and say something and actually stand and speak on behalf of the
people.
Yeah, the people in an intelligent way and actually articulate it.
Oh, yeah.
Let it play.
Ali was good at that.
Yeah.
You think about it at nights when you're in the bed, you think about, if I went this way, what could have happened if I went this way, and I've figured it all out. No people gain freedom until some have to die, some lose their wealth, some give up money. And like I would say the white race, when your people first got here, they didn't have these cameras and televisions and jet airplanes and air conditions and Howard Johnson's and Holiday Inns and Americana and Hilton hotels. They had to fight the Indians, watch their daughters raped and scabbed. Took 6 months to go from here to Los Angeles. Now you can do it in 3.5 hours. But nevertheless, they kept fighting and cutting down the trees. And they didn't see this, but they made a way for the present whites to rule. And the Japanese in World War II, they had these flights called suicide missions. They knew they would die, but they ran that plane, right? His life meant nothing when it came to the freedom of his daughter, his son, the future of his nation. And I would say like the astronauts, 3 white astronauts almost got stranded in space, and their wives are waiting, and the children were worried because they could have been out there now, still in orbit.
Yeah.
But for the progress of white America in space, 8 astronauts died on the ground, and 3 almost not got back. But whenever people want to really make progress, some have to sacrifice a lot. And I like to say, white America right now is spending $30 million a day in Asia. Black and white boys are dying unjustly for nothing just to free somebody else. So why should I worry about going to little old jail to free my poor people who's been catching hell here for 400 years?
Cut it. Cut. Cut.
That's it. Right.
Yeah.
That's a young line. Yep.
He said, what should it bother me, the thought of me going to prison, if my going to prison is going to save some of my people down the line? Sheesh.
Yeah, it's heavy.
That's the selflessness that we had, not too long ago.
Right.
But over time, the gifts, the money, the fame, the jobs, and everything else. Now you very rarely, I guess I would say now that the oppression is really kicking up, now you have certain of our people with status, I'm talking about, outside of us that are teaching on the streets. I'm talking about those with status.
Right.
Now they're coming up and speaking out. But, at that time, you had a multitude of men that would get on national television and say, I ain't worried about no white boy. I ain't worried about no white woman. I'm worried about my people. I'm worried about black people. I'm worried about Hispanics. I'm worried about Native Americans. That's who I'm worried about, and that's it.
Right. Right. I'm going to bring a scripture forward in the scripts, right?
Right on.
Isaiah chapter 49 and I'm going to start at verse number 5. Bring it out! And now saith the Lord, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. It should be a light thing for us to offer ourselves up as a sacrifice for our people coming behind us, the generations coming after us, the kingdom, New Jerusalem to come down. It should be a light thing for us to do what we're doing. So all praises to the Most High.
Because I in my head, I line it up with the scripture you brought out in Job, where it said, "A life is but a shadow."
Yes.
A lot of times I think we can be so caught up, and even for myself too, we can be so caught up in the affairs of this world, the cares of this life, and the here and now, to where we completely forget the fact that there's an entire kingdom waiting on you.
Right.
At the end of this.
Right.
You catch hell for a little bit. It's over like that.
It's over like that.
And then you wake up. Yo, you mean I got the whole world is mine?
Man.
You mean not just this little, 500 square foot apartment or however big it is?
Right.
Hell, even if it's 3,400 square feet. So
still
what?
Don't compare.
That still don't compare to the earth.
Exactly.
Right.
You mean to tell me I got my own land now?
Right.
You mean to tell me there's rest here? All I gotta do at this point is make sure I'm keeping God's commandments, keeping my children taken care of, keeping my husband taken care of, keeping my wife taken care of, keeping my nation taken care of.
Man,
that's a hell of a trade-off.
Yeah. Right. I'll play that lottery ticket any day.
Any day.
Right, absolutely.
Because guess what? With that lottery ticket, you're guaranteed to win.
You guaranteed to
win.
Guaranteed to win. All praise to the Most High.
All praises.
The champ is here.
That's right.
Bring it out.
All right, so let's go out of this. Because some of the stuff that's going on, right? We see that our trust in an oppression still goes into the marches, right? And all of the things that are going on. And we see in Portland right now, right? Trump is sending, troops over there.
Right.
And when you look, it ain't even hardly us marching no more.
Right, it's the other nations, right?
Right. It ain't even hardly us marching no more. So the whole thing was hijacked, from us. But there was some interesting that I found out. Pull up the story about how these protests have continued so long. It's right below the Ice Cube video. Let's pull that story up real quick. Because, no, go back up. Yeah. A lot of people are going to be shocked to find out that they actually pay people.
Nothing shocks me at this point. At this point in life,
The hell is this?
nothing shocks me.
Yes.
They paying folks to march and yeah, okay.
Because
got you.
I'm sitting around wondering, I had a client tell me a couple of weeks ago that protest in Dallas was still showing 1,000 people a day.
Wow.
I said, where is this 1,000 people a day coming from?
Right.
I gotta work. I can't be down here in the street. You know what I mean?
Right, I got a whole job.
Yeah. But one of the things that makes us look real stupid in this time is that we're willing to go down there and march with our oppressors, but we're losing our jobs or leaving our jobs with no PTO, no vacation, no paid vacation time. We just down there thinking we doing good. Meanwhile, they went down and filled out an application.
Got hired on the spot.
They got hired on the spot
job
to do
training.
this.
Right.
Right.
Paid training.
Paid training.
From a temp service.
From a
Yes.
temp agency.
temp agency.
So there is
Want to be a
thing-
protester?
Right.
Here, come sign up. You can march. Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
We'll provide you the signs and everything.
Right.
They are paying the other nations in our oppression for them to grow in their wealth
Yep.
in the face of us being oppressed.
Wow. You know
So-
what? That's heavy, officer. That's heavy. In our pain, they finding ways to make money off our pain.
Yes,
Yep.
our
That's
oppression is
something
their
else. Yep.
progression.
Yep.
That's something
Yes.
else.
Damn. Say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
Our oppression is their progression.
Y'all better get a
Bring it
t-shirt
out.
made before we
Bring that out.
Man.
Listen.
So it's called Crowds on Demand. You can look this
Wow.
up. This is on Wikipedia, which I don't say nothing. I get it, but I got backup for this. Crowds on Demand is an American publicity firm that provides clients with hired actors to pose as fans, paparazzi, security guards, unpaid protesters, they trying to be tricky, and professional paid protesters.
How you a professional protester though?
A professional paid protester.
So these are the same people that was in Ferguson,
Yes.
the same people that was in
Yep.
Dallas, the
Yes.
same people that was in Portland and Minnesota.
Right.
Boy, they must be paying them good.
They
They
paying them
gotta
good.
be, 'cause
Yeah.
if they out there like this,
right.
they tear gassed and everything else. And I'll take a little
Right.
tear
They
gas.
get
And as long
paid
as the
to
check
test.
coming, as long as that direct deposit hit, I'm
Yes.
good.
Right.
The company operates in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Las Vegas, New York City, Washington, D.C., Iowa, and New Hampshire. The firm was founded in October 2012 by Adam Swart.
Adam Swart.
Adam Swart. So their services, as I walked down the stairs from the airplane in Estonia, I thought, wouldn't it be great to be waving to a cheering crowd right about now? I had the same thought as I returned home to the United States. Life can be very cold at times, and nothing makes people happier than having people cheer for them. Adam Swart, founder and CEO of Crowds on Demand 2013 interview with the LAists. So they're paying people for this, dude. Go out of this real quick.
I
Go
like
to
somebody on Facebook, on YouTube said they getting paid while we getting slayed.
They getting
That's another
paid
good
while
one.
we getting slayed. That's a t-shirt.
Another good one. Yep,
Man.
that's a shirt.
Let's go to the next one.
Wow.
Let's go to the next one. Need professional protesters? These groups provide them. So here is a list of other groups.
I wonder how much they cost because I really need a raise at my job. I wonder could I pay them to come protest?
You might go do
You know what I
it.
mean? Get some more vacation time off the plantation or something.
In the story, man, and I didn't single it out, but in the story, one of them that I was in the research that I did, I found that these people were making anywhere between $30,000 to $80,000 a year to just be protesting.
That's a career.
That's why they're professionals.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Professional.
$30,000 to $80,000 a year.
Wow.
To stand out there and get tear gassed and shot at and just go to different cities, around the country. It blew my mind. Need professional protesters? These groups provide them. It's nothing new in politics. Crowds for hire or paying people to fill an arena for an event. For years, political parties have accused each other of paying people to pack a venue so it looks like a grassroots or real show of support. There's even a term called astroturfing, which refers to fake grassroots as opposed to genuine citizen activism. References to this, even globally, can be found going back for years. So this ain't nothing new.
Nothing new.
Just to us, we don't know. You can, hey, bro, look, you ain't working right now. Look, man, you ain't got to sell dope, bro. Go down here and tell these people you just want to be a protester.
Right here.
And you gonna
Here, take this sign. I'm gonna make this sign for you. BLM. Take it down there. Tell them Jack sent you, and they'll hire you. Trust me, they'll hire you.
But now a new trend has grown from it. Protest hiring. With all the recent events lately, this new trend has been put in the spotlight, especially the larger regional or national scale events that appear to happen simultaneously. Not smaller local events so much, but the larger scale happenings. So when we're seeing Black Lives Matter protests just pop up and you trying to figure out how the hell did all of these people whose Black Lives Matter pop up, this is where the
check.
money.
It's a
Yes.
check. Check
It's a
behind.
paycheck.
Wow.
It's a check. behind.
Yes, it's a paycheck. So
That's real crafty too. That's real crafty.
yeah,
Only the devil will come up with some stuff like that.
man.
That's only one way to put it. The
Right.
devil, man. That's the devil, man.
But
There's
our
black people getting the check, so they just as damn evil. Too.
Right.
It's our
It's
people.
the black people.
You know, we'd be the last to find out about it.
Yeah, they at the end of it now. They put it out. Yeah, it's about to be over this year. But what's crazy is our people are looking at TV and like, wow, look at how many people are doing that. And they gearing themselves up to go down here and protest with them, not understanding that these 10 people standing next to you getting paid
Right.
with your dumb behind.
And you passionate about the cause.
Yes.
And they in it for a paycheck.
They in it for a paycheck.
With that too, they getting a check and they going home to they little white babies
in the suburbs.
in their suburbs and their
Right.
house and all that.
Right.
Your black behind it, you got handcuffs on.
Right.
You get booked right now.
Right.
You
Bring
got
it
a
out.
ticket. You done probably lost your job because they
Right.
done seen you on the news acting a damn fool.
Yep.
Meanwhile, like you said, the 10 people right next to your right, 15 to your left
Right.
is paid.
Yep. I'm going to read this from Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. And Egypt is a Greek word coming from the Greek word Egyptos, which means oppression or slavery or bondage.
Right on.
So woe to them that go down to bondage for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. They're looking at the crowds and saying, look how many of them are out there. This is going to be our power. There's strength in numbers. We need to join with them. They finally saying, give us some freedom. We want to join with them. But they don't understand. They're going down to their oppressor and trusting in that oppressor rather than in the Holy One of Israel. They're not trusting in our God.
And with that too, and I've thought about this many a times just over the last couple of weeks and months, is that, we with all the riots that have been happening or whatever, and my thought is like, we tear stuff down. I was watching the Watts riots, the riots after, what's the brother's name that got beat by the police?
Rodney King.
Rodney King.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And, I'm like, damn, you don't think after I can't breathe and I'm a man and all this other stuff, you don't think these white folks after since the inception of this country,
Right.
even if we didn't go back that far, just up until early 60s, late 60s, early 70s, late 70s, with all the marching we did, all the crying we did, all the complaining and we did all that, you don't think they got a clue yet on how to fix your oppression if they just really wanted to?
If they wanted to.
They know how to make nuclear missiles.
Right.
The stuff that I do every day at my job, I'm like, not that I do, but that I see them do with computers and technology and all this stuff, how you can be here and you can talk to a computer in some of the countries we be working with is Hong Kong and all this other. You don't mean to tell me they can talk to computers in other countries,
right?
But they don't know how to change laws and stuff like that to ease up your life.
Right.
If you don't come out of, to be nice, La La Land or your fantasy land, or some of y'all play video games, your Sims world, and understand that this man, and I'm talking about Esau and all these other nations, have never and will never give a damn about you.
Bring it out.
Ever.
That's right.
They will not pass. Well, they may give you a crumb. They may give you a crumb. And within that crumb, they going to make sure they get the rest of the loaf.
Yes.
And with the rest of the loaf, even with that crumb that they give you, they're going to make sure that they benefit off of that crumb.
Right.
You're not getting no handouts in America.
Right.
America, let me just to make this clear too, you were not sent to America to benefit, thrive, and have this utopia.
Right.
Like you got, you want to take whole states and countries and all this states here in America. That ain't gonna happen.
Right.
You were sent here by way of cargo slave ship to repent according to 1 Kings 8, Deuteronomy 28, Baruch chapter 3. That's what you were sent here for.
Right.
You wasn't sent here so you can get your big ass mansion in North Dallas or Plano.
Right.
Get it out of your head.
Right.
Right.
You were sent here to repent.
That's right.
Get it out of your head that these nations are going to start all of a sudden get a clue after these long ass documents with all these black people that are going to sign it and stuff. That's not the point. You wasn't sent here for that.
Right.
That's right.
You were sent here to change, repent, come back to the commandments so you can go home to your true home, which is Jerusalem. I said I'm on my soapbox. That's just been my thought over
It
the
was
last
rolling.
couple of weeks.
Yeah,
was rolling. Yes, sir. All praise.
Yeah, or DeSoto, because black people, these are cities here in Texas, to be specific. DeSoto or Duncanville or whatever, those are apparently black utopias.
Right. Right.
No, because you still subject to payments in Duncanville,
Right.
DeSoto,
Right.
Grand Prairie, Cedar Hill. You're still subject to payments.
Right.
You still got a water bill. I don't give a damn how big your house is in
right.
DeSoto. You still got a gas bill. You still got a light bill. If you don't pay that, guess what? Your stuff is turned off. Let's say your house is paid off. Guess what? You still got to pay
Taxes.
You still got to pay taxes. You still a slave.
Right.
The only thing that you can do, and the best thing that you can do, is to repent as an Israelite and start to keep God's commandments. All right? Not know you're an Israelite but still be in Nation of Islam.
Right.
Right.
Not know you're an Israelite but still be in the church.
Right.
Exactly.
You still a Catholic. I'm a Catholic Israelite.
Right.
That
Don't
is
make sense.
That don't make no sense, and it ain't in the Bible.
Right.
Exactly.
The only thing that you can do is repent as an Israelite. All right.
That's right.
That's it. All right.
Let me
I'm
get a scripture.
off my soapbox.
No, you was going. All praise to the Most High. Give me Baruch 4 and 6.
Baruch 4 and 6?
Yeah, just to back officer up.
Yes,
with,
sir. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemy.
So God brought us here not for us to be destroyed here in America, but for us to repent. That's why He brought us over here, so we can finally have some godly sorrow.
That's right.
So we can cry to the Most High for mercy and deliver us.
Right.
That's why we were sent over here, not to be destroyed.
Right.
That's why we don't supposed to do what the other nations do. Because long as we doing that, we're not going to prosper in this nation. We're going to continue to be mentally destroyed.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
Stay in that book. Go to chapter 3,
Yes, sir.
verse 7.
The book of
I'm
Baruch.
gonna bounce right off of officer.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 7. And for this cause, thou hast put thy fear in our hearts.
God put his fear in our minds. Why?
To the intent that we should call upon thy name.
To the intent that we should call upon his name, meaning bethink ourselves.
That's right.
Remember who we are in the land of our captivity. Go ahead.
And praise thee in our captivity.
When it says, and praise thee in our captivity, I know the Christian mind, because that's how we all grew up.
Right.
You're thinking about a tambourine. You're thinking about drums and a keyboard.
Right.
When it says praise thee in our captivity,
Right.
it's talking about keeping his commandments.
That's right.
It's the same thing you read when you read 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. It says, I'm butchering it, but it talks about praise thee. It's either verse 9 or verse 10. So when it says and praise thee in our captivity, meaning we repent as Israelites and we start to keep his commandments. Go ahead.
And praise thee in our captivity, for we have called to mind all the iniquity of our fathers.
Of our forefathers.
That's right.
Yes, our
Rabbit,
forefathers.
such and such, whatever the dude's name
Right.
that Nick wants him to
sit down at the table
sit
with,
down
to
and teach
fix
him
him.
and lead him and fix
Right.
him. He can't. The Lord said you need to go to your forefathers
That's right.
of your people in order to repent of your iniquities, in
right.
order to call to mind the iniquities of your forefathers that have sinned before thee, that have sinned before the Lord.
That's right.
All right, that's it.
That's a
praise.
cold precept.
And we ain't got no bombs tonight or nothing. You gotta
Nah,
They in there sleeping.
Yeah, yeah.
They in there
make my
sleeping.
own bomb. It's
Shout out to the AV
Yeah, it's
team.
been some
All right,
bombs dropping over
sleepy
here,
heads
man.
back
All right.
If we never needed a bomb before,
Yeah,
officer
right.
bringing out cold precepts.
Right.
All praises. Ooh, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
the bomb then.
All right.
They got bombs when Captain be here, officer. When Captain here, they got all kind of bombs.
yeah.
Well, you
All right,
forget what
all right,
the button is.
right.
Come on, man. I respect the person.
Open
man.
rebuke is better than secret.
Right on, right on. But all kind of bombs dropping around this door. We been in Baghdad or something.
All praises.
All
man.
praises, though. All
All right.
praises, officer.
So let's touch on just a couple of the things of the boldness.
I'm
Because-
sorry. The precept to praise, Psalms 119, verse 7. All right. You don't got to get it. I was
Okay.
just Psalms chapter 119, verse 7 is the precept for praising the Lord. It means
All
keeping his
praises.
commandments.
All praises. So let's go out of this. Let's go down just a couple of stories. Let's see some right below the Ali thing. Let's look at some of the goofy stuff that's going on in this world, man. This is how proud these people. This is how you know that the wicked, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Man screams the N-word at black Verizon employee while pounding on store windows. So dude is upset with the employee beating on the window. There was another video of a woman that went to a bar. The bar was closed. They wouldn't let her in. And the idiot kept backing up and charging the darn door.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that video?
Yeah.
And split the top of her head open.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what her ass get.
Yeah.
That's what she get.
And was sitting there like spitting all of these, racial slurs and talking trash because they wouldn't let her in. Like she was so privileged that they had to open the door and let her in.
The privilege is real.
Right.
The privilege is real.
Yeah. A man was caught on camera this week going off on a racist tirade against a black Verizon store employee in which he yelled the N-word and pounded on the store windows. The video of the man, which was posted by Virginia resident Purcell Wright on Facebook, begins with the man spitting on the window of the store and yelling unintelligibly. He then paced for a few seconds before running back up to the window and telling Purcell that he was a effing nigger. After this, he took what appeared to be a cell phone box and used it to repeatedly pound on the store's windows. He then walked back to his truck for about a minute before again returning to kick at the store's doors, which had been locked. So this is the madness that we're seeing.
And with us living in a cell phone in a cell phone culture, the boldness of these devils to do what they do and say what they say. I'm just like, damn, man, are you retired and you just ain't got nothing to lose?
Right.
You don't give a damn if you caught on camera. You say what you say. It don't matter. My house good. Kids grown off to college. Like, I don't give a damn, man. Open the door, you effing N-word. Like, come on, man. That
madness. Scroll up a little bit. There's a video. No, down. You know, I don't know my directions on this thing. Yeah, we want to go further. Keep going down. Keep going down. Right there. There it is. This is the video. Turn the volume up a little bit. Look at him, dude.
Yeah, I do. It's TX 296-288.
Is that why your shit works? I'm glad your fucking shit works, cause mine don't, you fucking nigger.
He just called my representative a fucking nigger.
You goddamn fucking nigger. Is that why his fucking shit don't fucking work? Yeah, come on and get some. Come on, boy.
I know he'll whoop you. Listen.
Right.
They be getting bold as hell, man. You bold. I'll pause it, man. The cat on the other side of the door, probably 25 years old,
Right.
And
In shape.
and fight you up and down that floor, man.
Business.
You bet, man.
Hey, they act like they want. They act like they want it, officer. As soon as you get out there,
That one good. What you do that for? Then all of a sudden the police get there. Right.
they don't want it, man.
Listen. Oh, you know that video. The video was that the DMV where the sisters. Now, mind you, the sisters is belligerent as hell. But then the Edomite came in and started hitting on the sister, and then this brother came out of nowhere, Judah, I'm sure. He and put
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
He put the pause on
that one.
Yeah, I saw that.
We don't condone violence, but
right.
it's out there, though.
Right.
But we will defend ourselves.
But we will defend ourselves.
Right.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. This is the feigned boldness of Esau. This is fake boldness. Because if he sat there right now and you heard the latches on that door click, 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 he'd back up.
So y'all open now?
Right.
Come back tomorrow when I cool down.
Right.
Right.
Change up quick.
But with that door and that glass between them, no, he bold.
Yeah.
He bold.
We out here with Rona. He's sitting there spitting on the door.
Right.
Come on, man.
Madness. Go out of this, man. Let's go to the next one. Let's see some more of this foolishness, man. The next one. Now, this is just crazy. The next story is going to be the one about the Native American with the flag. Let's go into that real quick. Now, again, this is all because our people continue to believe that they live in a country and the rights are for them too. So you fought for the country. I get it. In your mind, bro, you got duped, bro. You got tricked. You know, they took your forefathers' land and you hanging his flag up here and then you expect him to respect you.
Right.
Really, bro? Really? All right.
Got brainwashed. That's what happened.
Yeah. Click. Let the video play.
Find your keys.
I hate when they
Find your get up.
Because
and
when you
go.
think about it, from K
Find
through
pants
12,
up.
that's what they do. They indoctrinate us
Yes.
and got us believing in this make-believe world,
Right.
having us sleep thinking we can get this American dream. So we stay asleep for a long time until brothers like y'all come around and tap us on the shoulder and wake us up.
All praise to the Most High. All praises. Let's yeah. So I mean, they get extra bold, man. I mean, to the point of what you're about to see in this video is just crazy. Let it play.
Of ethnic intimidation. Says someone attacked his house on the 4th of July, stole symbols of his culture.
He told her, Michael Abeda, what Coloradans should know about hate.
I'm Dene,
It's hard to be more American than Gerald Montour.
which is the proper terminology for Navajo. My dad served in World War II. My grandfather served in World War I.
Pause
My
real quick.
brothers
Pause.
and I,
Go back just a little bit.
Vietnam conflict.
This is what shocks me. I want to see her the wife's shirt a little bit more.
And
A little bit
nothing
more.
else.
I want to see the wife's shirt.
They're served
Pause.
in World War.
Look at her shirt.
Native American history didn't begin in 1492.
But what did happen in 1492? The Native American went into slavery with ships. So the same thing that's happening to us, believing that, that we're African American, taking on the tag word that takes on the oppressor's, the oppressor's whole
a proverb and a byword.
A proverb and a byword. She's telling you that her history was here before 1492, but 1492 is big on that shirt for a reason, because 1492 is when they say that their history started, when they went into slavery.
Right. When they started to be discontinued from their heritage.
So why would they be arguing about somebody coming in their yard, snatching down a flag that did not stand for her forefather? It makes no sense. Let it play.
My brothers and I during the Vietnam conflict.
And there's nothing else he'd rather be.
I'm proud to be an American, but at the same time, I'm embarrassed to be an American because I have to live through these atrocities.
He says the latest disrespect against his culture happened last weekend. He and his wife went on a road trip to the mountains for the 4th of July. When they got back, they made a disturbing discovery.
We had our tribal flags out here. We had the Diné Nation flag. We also had the Cheyenne River Lakota flag. My wife got out to move her cart and said, "Our flags are gone." They drove right to our house, got out of his truck, marched right up our driveway to the flags, took our flags out of the flag stand, and then used the flagpole to smack our screen door. We threw them in the truck, got to the street, and then started taunting us.
He filed a police report.
This is ethnic intimidation.
He says the flags were given to him by his people and can't be replaced easily. If they are found, he doesn't want them back.
Pause.
Man, that's bold.
That is bold.
That's carcassity to the fullest.
Right. The caucasity of Esau. Now, that Edomite actually did you a favor.
Thank you.
Because you didn't need that crap in your driveway, no way, on your house.
That's right.
You got these. You are proudly waving and are holding the banner of oppression,
right,
of your own people,
right,
and then got the nerve to be mad about it. Right. Crazy.
Sitting Bull probably turning in his grave right now.
Right.
Red Cloud probably turning in his grave right now. Geronimo probably turning in his grave.
But
he talking about. But you notice how he said. Notice he didn't say none of that. He said he only went as far back as his grandfather, World War II. Because he's been discontinued from his heritage, like us all. He's been discontinued from his heritage so long. You can only go, to your point earlier, you can only go back but so far.
Right. But he said, "I'm proud to be an American.
I'm proud to be a slave."
But history started before 1492. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Go out of it. Let's go out of that.
And then when you try to teach them, you know what I mean, they reject it so much, it makes you wonder sometimes.
Yeah. All right, let's go to... let's go down. Right, yeah, not the one with the Texas thing. The one that says Tom Cotton. Tom Cotton. It should be right there with the Black Lives Matter, just above it. I think it's just the link. There's no picture or nothing to it. Yeah, there you go.
But you know what though? Going back to the guy with the flag, that do prove that he's an Israelite in some ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they clueless about their history.
Yes.
I mean, not clueless, but they don't understand that their heritage has been taken away from them, so to the point that the Bible speaks of it.
Right.
They don't know that part, but they do know what happened to him.
Yes.
He can't be that ignorant not to know that.
Right.
But he probably celebrate Thanksgiving too.
Right. This is he said he went to the mountains for the 4th of July.
Right. So he celebrated the 4th of July.
He got a turkey. Yeah.
Celebrate Thanksgiving.
Right. He got a turkey too. God. Yeah. So in this, for all of you that believe that politics is good for you, Tom Cotton describes slavery as a necessary evil in bid to keep schools from teaching 1619 Project. Republican Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas described slavery as a necessary evil in his ongoing effort to prevent U.S. schools from teaching the 1619 Project, an initiative from the New York Times that reframes American history around the date of August 1619, when the first slave ship arrived on America's shores. We have to study the history of slavery and its role and impact on the development of our country, because otherwise we can't understand our country. As the founding fathers said, it was necessary evil upon which the Union was built. But the Union was built in a way, as Lincoln said, to put slavery on the course to its ultimate extension. Cotton told the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette in an article that was published on Sunday.
So I want y'all to notice. You had something? Go ahead.
No.
Well, I want y'all to notice. Go back up to the top. Don't lose off the spot. It says Republican senator, not the Republican. I don't give a crap about that. But I'm saying senator, which means he's in a position of power. Don't be fooled and bamboozled in thinking that he's the only Edomite that think like that.
Right.
Exactly.
The rest of them just ain't came out and said it.
Right.
They show it in their actions. They show it in their policies against black people, blacks and Hispanics,
Yes.
and Native Americans.
Yes.
So, you know, you can be shocked and in awe and all that about what he said, but he only saying what the rest of white folks is thinking.
Right.
Why the hell would you want to sit up? I don't want them teaching about black history, and I don't give a damn about no black history. If it ain't Anne Frank, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
When we in dealing with genocide and mass murder, and you know, all that, I don't want to hear about nothing but Anne Frank.
Right.
That's it. I don't want to hear nothing outside of September 11th. What was it? September 9/11.
9/11.
I don't want to hear nothing outside of 9/11.
Schindler's List.
Schindler's List. That's all I want to hear. Black history, man, hell no.
Right.
You can take that SH to one of them HBCUs. That's where you can learn about that.
Exactly. Exactly. They never teach us the right civics. When you think about this, if you teach in school, you have to bring the Bible back if you want to teach our history in school.
Right.
Because that's going to explain that Native Americans do not know that they're Israelites. That's the history that they don't know.
Right.
They know that Christopher Columbus came over here and conquered them, but they don't know that they're Israelites.
Yes.
Our people know we came over here on slave ships, but they don't know they're Israelites.
Right.
So if you bring the Bible back into the classroom, that's when civics and your history starts to begin.
Right.
You start to learn your true history.
Right.
That you are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
And with that, at all costs, they have to discontinue you from your history at all costs. Because if there's even a semblance of wokeness in you, oh, nah, we can't have that.
Right.
We cannot have that.
Right.
Because that means there may be this mass uprising and revolution. No. We cannot have a revolution out here. Nope.
Give me Jeremiah 17:4.
Yes, sir.
Since we're talking about history and heritage, and they don't want to bring 1619. They don't want to put that in the curriculum because the last thing they want is a black Messiah to rise up.
Right.
That's the last thing they want.
Yes.
And just think about, man, a whole bunch of brothers with the same mind as Bishop Nathaniel has. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that.
But it's too late. Get out the bag now.
Pass out the bag.
You ain't gotta do the past the 1619 project. Cause guess what? We in the streets every week.
That's right.
We got matter of fact, 365 days a year are we in the streets.
That's
365 days a year do we teach online. You don't even gotta pass that in the public school.
Right.
That's cool.
That's right. We're teaching on the block. Bring it out.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So what he's talking about the law, statutes, and commandments that God gave us. So when we go to Deuteronomy 1:1, it talks about that Moses was speaking to the children of Israel. So if you're going to teach our history in 1619, you have to teach it that we are the children of Israel, and we got our law, statutes, and commandments through the Bible, through God, through Moses. That's our lineage. That's our heritage.
That's right. I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
And that's what we're doing right now. That's why they trying to make up a curriculum that doesn't teach us our history, because we got to go to them for everything.
Yes.
We got to go to them for our education. We got to go to them for our food.
Right.
Even the language. I've never been to England, but I speak English.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we go to them for everything. So we have been discontinued from our heritage.
That's
and it
right.
would be a good thing if they did bring that 19
project.
into the curriculum in schools, but we'll see what happens.
That's right. That's right.
But
I was just gonna finish reading.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna say with that, that's why it's vitally important that homeschooling.
Yeah,
You know,
right,
I know
exactly.
sisters hate to hear it, but whatever.
Right.
Homeschooling, because you see what kind of controversy comes with public education. Understanding not everybody's gonna have that opportunity, whatever the case. That's up to you. But I'm saying on a generally we have to get to the point where we are homeschooling, because you see, if it ain't white, it ain't right.
Right.
Ain't right.
Don King said that. Was it Don King?
I don't know.
Sound like something.
Yeah. It sounded like a Don King rhyme, man. All right. So getting back to the article, Cotton's remarks to the newspaper drew a swift backlash on social media, prompting the senator to attempt to distance himself from them in a series of tweets in which he claimed he was citing the views of America's founding fathers rather than his own.
And so if you're quoting them, that means you share those views.
Right.
So it may not be an original thought, which, no, it's not an original thought. There's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
So I'll give you that. However, you share those views.
Right.
That's what they hung Deshaun Jackson on when he
Thank you.
posted that.
Yep.
When he posted that thing with Hitler. He didn't say anything. He just posted.
Right. So I was just about to ask, where is his apology to us? Because he just posted it. He didn't say it. He shared it, right?
Yep.
So if he shared it, then why is it a problem if Ice Cube shares a picture that shows a visual of them on top of us? Why is it a problem if Deshaun Jackson shares a visual that speaks about who we truly are and who they truly are not?
Right.
He didn't say it, but it was because the sentiment that was behind the post, but they got threatened. Where's the threat to his job?
Exactly. It shows you we have no might in our hand. We have no power.
That's the point. That's the point.
The point.
The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So they have the power to apologize or not.
Right.
They got the power to make you apologize.
Right. Exactly.
For the same act.
Yes.
For the same offense, you apologize. Who the hell you think? The hell you think you ought to tell me to apologize?
Right.
The
You
hypocrisy.
forget I'm a senator.
Yeah.
You forget this country was built by my forefathers,
Right.
on the backs of your forefathers.
Right.
Who the hell you think I am to think you're finna apologize?
Yes. Right.
What the hell is an apology?
Feigned boldness.
Feigned boldness.
Yes.
Yeah. Carcassity to the
Caucasity of Esau.
Yeah. Word to Cap.
Hey, now real quick, we want to deal with the last piece, idolatry. We've got some hardcore idolatry going on with our people. Go all the way down. Go down. I want you to get John Legend with his Moabitish wife. Let's read this real quick, because until I read it and looked it up, I didn't know what it was talking about. So somebody had to call it out. John Legend's wife posted something on her Twitter. Johnny and I are on our way to the hashtag the Hollydale at Karina Belanoff is serving a nice 4-year-old cheese pizza with adrenochrome. Now, I didn't know what in the world she was talking. You're headed to somewhere called the Hollydale to get a 4-year-old slice of cheese pizza. What the hell is this talking about? So I'm like, what is this?
Right.
Can y'all pull up real quick? Do y'all have adrenochrome? Can you pull up what that is? Just real quick. This is idolatry.
To its fullest.
Yes. And this is why we were warned against taking on heathen wives.
Right. When you read 1 Kings 11 and 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 1 and verse 2.
Yes. Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is a chemical compound with the molecular formula produced by the oxidation of adrenaline, The derivative, carbazochrome, is a hemostatic medication. Hemo goes into blood. Hemostatic medication, despite a similarity in chemical names, it is unrelated to chrome or chromium. So it was like, okay, so this is having something to deal with blood or hemo, you know, what is it? Hemo
stuff.
Yeah. Dealing with this. So let's go out of this. Let's see. Go to the next video with Steve Harvey. So let's see what this is.
Yeah.
That they're bringing up.
Yeah, let's see what this is.
They're jumping into.
They be doing some weird stuff, bro.
Weird stuff. But he's going down to have a slice of cheese, a 4-year-old slice of cheese.
That don't even sound right.
Right. Until you find out what this 4-year-old is.
Exactly.
Let it play.
This is one of Oprah's favorites. She says it's a miracle fountain of youth and her magic wrinkle cure. So I'm going to put a little on your hand.
I'll do that. Oprah did.
Yeah, Oprah did it. All right, so here, we're going to rub it right in.
How come it's red?
I'll show you in a sec, Steve. So this is made from growth hormones of human
Look, the wrinkles has just disappeared.
Now listen to what it's made of.
I can't even ball my hand up.
But so it's made from human foreskin.
Pause. This 4-year-old this 4-year-old cheese pizza, adrenochrome, is made from the foreskins of a child's penis.
Say it ain't so.
This is made from the foreskin of a child's penis. And they are injecting it in their skin and putting it on as a topical treatment in order to take away wrinkles, they say. And you hear who she said is big on it. Oprah.
I'm not surprised.
Not surprised.
Not surprised.
Holly weird.
When you got nothing but money and time on your hands,
right,
you get into some weird stuff.
Let it play.
So there's one more video Cap wanted to show. It was the one. Okay. The last one, holding a Black Lives Matter. I don't know why I can't. Hold a Black Lives Matter sign in America's most racist town.
Yes.
So let's go out on this one. You got to scroll up right there.
So they taking the covenant that we had with Abraham, that God made with Abraham, and they putting it as
calling it the fountain of youth.
Trying to put that's the term I was looking for.
Fountain of youth.
Fountain of youth.
Harrison,
Arkansas is the most racist town in the United States.
Have a little pride in your race, brother. White pride worldwide.
I wouldn't say after dark, man. Honestly, dude, you have balls of steel because you could get hospitalized by some guys that want to beat your ass.
I've had several old men come by here, look out the window and tell me, you better go tell that nigger to get out of here and shit.
Wow.
About 10 minutes, I'm gonna be back. You better be fucking gone.
Okay, come back.
One that's white line. We matter too. You're a white man. Crazy.
Wow. You dumb shit.
Are you a Marxist?
Communist. Domestic terrorist.
Why don't you take it to Chicago or New York and hold it up for the shit?
Explain to me why Coop 5 real fucking job.
Hey, go back just a little bit. Did you see that? He said, "Tell me why what?" Yeah, right there.
Chicago or New York
Take
and
to
hold it up
Chicago,
for the
New
shit.
York.
Explain to me why Coop 5 real fucking job. I'm Jesus. Chad's out of town. That shit don't make shit here. Hey, all lives matter, not just black. Wow. You're a Caucasian.
You're white.
You look like a white guy holding a black lives matter sign.
Tell us how you really feel.
You're a white boy. Share that stupid. You're white, aren't you?
All right, you can pause.
You get
so we only got a minute left.
Right. Wow.
I just, what was going on in my head was, you notice how Esau be worried about their own people.
Right.
You a good Caucasian boy. What the hell you talking about? Black Lives Matter.
Right.
What about white people? What about your own? What about your black people? Don't worry. We be worried about everybody else's life.
Yep.
The one Edomite said, take the sign of what she said. Won't you take it to Chicago or New York,
right?
Where they shooting each other,
right?
That's a cold pill to swallow for black
cold
people.
pill to swallow. Hey, Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 3. Bring it out. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
And she said, or he said, you Caucasians, you cave dwellers. That's where you come from, the clefts of the rocks of the Caucasus Mountains.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Because they think that this kingdom, America, is going to last forever.
Right.
Newsflash, it's not. There's a big black man that's going to come from the sky with all his black angels.
That's right.
And is going to bring destruction along with him to America.
That's right.
All you Edomites are going into slavery. You Caucasian, whatever the hell you want to call yourself.
Right.
Caucasians, white people, whatever. Marxists, I don't give a damn what you call yourself.
Israelite lives matter.
That's right.
That's right.
All right.
So with that, that's it. All praise to the Most High.
Yes, sir.
We right at the top of the hour. So all praise to the Most High for y'all tuning in. In the Scripts, Booster Club, originalroyalty.com, all that. All right. Lord's will, we'll see y'all back here next week. Y'all are tuned in the Scripts.
Reloaded. In the Scripts. Reloaded.
Time is easy truth, even though we grow old. Man, I risk everything just to save one soul.